Hello everyone of the High School Hobos podcast. This is episode 2, and I'm here with Michael Pelk. Michael refuses to stop playing the keyboard. Oh, let's go, he's done. Alright, that was our intro. I can't even play our intro today. Alright. We also have Xavier, our special guest, Mr. Sunny Boy himself.
Let's go.
Come on, introduce yourself.
Who are you?
Did he go AFK?
Who are you?
Is he not here?
Oh, he's
Who
here.
are you?
Xavier,
Is this
please.
the right guest?
Xavier, you're booked. Come on now.
Mom?
Xavier! Alright, got it. Enrique, introduce yourself.
What? Why am I the only one that has to?
Dude, Michael had 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
No,
screamed.
I just introduced myself.
dude.
Dude,
Okay,
this is the
fine.
second episode. How is it already going this bad? You guys want to
This is
start
perfect.
over? Or you
It's
want to keep
perfectly
going?
fine. Let's go.
Alright, we're just going to roll with it. So today,
Yes.
we are recording March 22nd,
Beautiful.
2020, 6:47 p.m.
Yup. Mhm.
And what should our first topic be today, guys?
Well, we did say we're gonna start it off with your China trip.
First, I think we should do an update on the coronavirus.
We could, but like,
At the
does
beginning.
anybody really care about coronavirus? See?
See?
Resident sleeper stream.
Resident sleeper. So, just a quick update. There are currently 10 cases of coronavirus in Lake County. That's where all of our listeners are from, according to Anchor. So, 10 cases so far. They're all from Clark, let's be honest.
Perfect.
So, anyways, coronavirus news, nothing new. Same as last week. If there's anything interesting, I'd tell you, but it's just the same usual over the week.
Look, don't listen to your local mayor. Listen to the
Yes.
CDC, okay?
Yeah, please.
Exactly.
Fake news.
Or the president.
Fake news.
Alright, next.
Don't listen to him.
I got a new cat.
Yeah.
My cat's
Oh,
name
you guys
is
a new cat?
my cat's
Introduce
name is
him.
Broly.
Where's your cat?
My cat is right behind me. Broly, say hi. It's not happening. Broly is sleeping. I don't want to disturb him.
That's his name,
Yep.
Broly.
Yep, name him
Broly.
Broly. Because he looks like a tiger.
You made him an Instagram account though.
Yeah. Do I regret it?
That-
No.
Where can we find him on Instagram? Can you plug in his info?
At Lord_Broly_the cat.
I know what I'm gonna be doing later.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
That sounded like it had a negative connotation, Michael. You might want to rephrase
Yeah.
what you just
Yeah.
said. You might want to rephrase
Yeah.
what you just said. Anyways, we should get into what's been going on with the China trip. But first, let's talk about stuff. That's going to be the main chunk of the episode. I think we should get everything out of the way first, and then we can start talking about it.
I think that's good.
So, anime.
Yeah. You guys like anime?
Anime.
Cells at Work Season 2 has been delayed. ReZero...
Dude, no one cares about that.
They're
anime.
making a season 2?
Yeah.
No one cares.
ReZero...
That's pretty cool.
ReZero Season 2 has been delayed.
Don't care.
They're making
about
a season 2 of that also?
Bro, you already knew that. They're only premiering a director's cut, because the week after director's cut ends... they're
Director's
gonna
cut's
air.
kind of meh.
It is meh. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Did they
Compared to the original?
Did they just turn a 24-episode anime into a 12-episode anime? Meh.
No, it's all of them are an hour long, so it's like
Oh, so like
yeah.
longer.
And no, it's literally just 2 episodes in one.
Oh, that's kind of...
And, you know, there's a little bit of differences. There's also one like filler episode that wasn't in the original,
That's
which is
rough.
kind of meh.
That's kind of rough. Anyways,
it's
a
very
lot of our
rough.
fan base doesn't care. So let's get into the meat of the episode.
I love meat. What about the
Mm.
vegetarians? What if you're
No,
vegetarian?
they don't deserve to. They don't deserve their
I'm-
freedom.
Just
No
eat
rights.
beans.
No
For
rights.
the vegans?
Right. Yeah.
Should
You
we
like beans?
should we interview Xavier first?
Sure.
All right.
Who do you know?
Who do you know? Who do you work for? Why are you here?
No.
So why are you here?
Why are you here?
Why am I here? Because
Alright, let's start off. What is your name?
I wonder.
Xavier.
Xavier. Enrique, you gotta do something about that background audio, dude.
Okay, I'll mute myself. I'm sorry.
You should feel ashamed of yourself.
Dude,
Shame
don't
on
you have
you.
like an
Shame.
outside of your house or a bathroom or something, dude?
Yeah.
Come on. What is
Just go
this
I'm not-
outside. Come
background
to my house.
audio?
Come to my house.
Yeah.
Tim and Enrique, come to my house. We'll play some Smash.
Alright, I'll bring my Switch. Don't worry about it.
I can hook up my GameCube controller.
Oh, okay. You're done. You're done.
Ooh,
Join the battle.
2%, 2%, whatever it's
GameCube.
called.
Mortality rate.
No. Yeah, because whenever you touch my controller, that's what happens.
Pretty much.
2% chance
2% chance
of living or dying. Wait,
of dying. Goddamn,
Dying.
Michael, how are you still confused?
I'm sorry.
Alright. Next, let's talk about my China trip. So just a little
Okay.
Nice.
So just a
Wait,
little
we didn't even get to interview Xavier and Hapa and how he's doing over there.
How are you
Because
doing?
we go to different schools.
How are you doing at the Hammond Academy of Performing Arts?
It's fun. I broke.
What do you
You what?
What do you mainly do compared? Because Hapa, it's like the Hammond Academy of Performing Arts.
yeah, I
so
said
what kind
that.
of performing arts stuff do you do?
Mainly it depends on what you major in. Right now, I'm majoring in acting, so that's fun.
All right.
Nice. That's
You
gaming.
could major in like music, dance, sing, choir, stuff like that. Yeah, it's fun. It's great, good times.
Yeah.
You join a bit jazz band and whatnot.
Were you always just in it for theater? Were you always a theater kid?
No.
No. When did you get the sudden passion? When you realized that, hey, I can go on stage and do stuff?
And there was a Charlie Brown musical.
Oh, all the way
Yeah,
back in
Clark.
6th grade, dude? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was basically there with him the entire time in his musical journey.
Mhm.
Because
It was
6th,
crazy.
6th grade was Charlie Brown. All I did was paint bushes and then ditch.
Well, what
I threw
did
a
Xavier
kite.
do?
I threw a kite. That was the best part.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it slowly started up. 7th grade, Once on This Island. That was my favorite. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
There was a lot of beef going on behind the scenes, but besides that, it was pretty good.
Beef, 7th grade beef.
Yeah, let's talk about that. You want to talk about
Middle
that,
school
Xavier?
cringe.
Yeah, let's sure. Let's talk about it.
All right, let's talk
Why
about
not?
this beef that happened in 7th grade. I'm not that well.
Oh, between you two? Oh.
No, not that
Oh,
yet.
no.
Yeah, we can
No.
save that for. We're gonna talk about that for
Wait,
sure.
Okay, man.
I mean, we all
Later.
had beef. Me and Tim had beef in like 5th grade
Yeah.
or 3rd grade.
Xbox
Yeah.
360 voice chat.
I'm sorry.
Wait.
Tim.
Why and how?
Okay,
Enrique
I
doesn't
think
know.
I think we should respect the guest first. Let's talk about
Okay.
the
Well, aren't we disrespecting him by bringing him up with beef?
Once on This Island beef that has nothing to do with us.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to talk about Xavier because I'm not 100% about it.
It depends on which type of beef. There's like tons of beef, like
Mm.
all around.
This is definitely not a vegan podcast.
Nope.
Sorry,
So much
vegans.
beef.
This is drama alert.
Sorry. Hello, Drummer Alert Nation. I'm your host, Keller Keemstar. Let's
Oh,
get
great.
right
Now we're
into
going to be
it.
sued. Thanks, Xavier. Jesus.
We're gonna get copy
Yes.
strike.
Bro,
Oh,
Keemstar's
God.
going to
You
strike
wicked.
me, dude.
Done.
Okay.
Alex is a...
yeah.
Anyways. Basically,
Too far.
I remember there was this woman there who everyone hated in 7th grade. I remember that vaguely. So how'd that go?
Woman. Was she short?
I don't know. She was like the oldest one there besides like Mr. Pritchard and Mr. Wagner.
Ah, yes, my cousin.
Oh, your cousin. Alright.
Steph,
she's my
bro.
cousin. I want to keep her name anonymous, so her
Alright.
name's gonna be
Janet.
Keemstar.
Janet doesn't fit.
Keemstar.
Sir?
Keemstar.
No. King? No.
Cheems. The ham. Orange.
Orange.
Orange. Alright.
We're
Her
gonna go
name's
with
Orange.
Nice.
So anyways.
Oh, like Orange was like very controlling. She was like, "Oh, we gotta do this. We gotta do all these types of things to make this show right." I
Yup.
mean, as Orange's cousin, I was like, you know what? I kind of see it, but on the other side, I was like, you are too all over.
Yeah.
She made people cry. That was fun. She didn't make me cry.
Yeah.
She was petting me.
I
It was
remember
fun.
a certain person was crying. Not gonna name names, but a certain person.
People, yeah.
That
And
sounds really sad. What made her? What made her cry? What did she do to make
Made
someone cry?
she's mean.
yeah, she was just kind
Yeah,
of
let's put it
mean.
like that. She's
Like, was
mean.
she like yelling and badgering everyone? Is that what you're saying?
She wasn't yelling. She was like,
She was controlling. She was strict.
very,
She
very
wanted things
controlling.
to
Yes.
go specific ways that she wanted to go.
Was he like an
Mm.
aide or advisor for the club or?
Uh, was she like
At the time,
was she like a
at the
senior
time
or
she was like,
clerk?
yeah, she was a senior.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I remember in 8th grade when we did Aladdin, she was like barely there. Anyways,
I think I think her reasoning is because like it was her last year and she wanted to go out with a bang and without like a shit show.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, but like, it's a bit much to make a kid cry over it, though. If you think about it,
Yeah,
I
it's
can see
weird.
that.
That's really
but
weird. So,
I think she made one kid cry and that's it.
That's
do you
interesting.
think this encounter has ever affected you wanting to go into theater and fine arts?
I mean, it
No.
kind of gave me a perspective of on how people will be, and I'm like, I know now.
Yeah, that's a very important for future.
Very
You
important.
gotta do things before you get into things, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, things.
So,
I love things.
Xavier, do you remember what happened in 7th grade with me? That big thing that almost shut down the entire club?
Uh,
Is this the big beef? Is this like
Yeah, this is the big thing
the
for me.
T-bone steak?
This is the thing
Is this
I
like
explicitly done that made
whale
like
meat?
3
Don't
girls
call
cry.
it that, Michael.
It made
What?
it made like
The
3
T-bone
girls
steak.
cry. Do you,
oh boy, I can't remember. Jesus, wow.
Alright, I guess I'll explain it. So basically, me and PETA, you know,
Peter.
which is
This is Xavier.
Peter.
that's Xavier's brother.
Oh, my brother.
So we were hanging out and we were like, alright. So they're just messing around in the storage room, so let's just go up there. They were actually doing like important stuff. We were just kind of being a nuisance.
Oh yes, I remember a little bit of it, but not all of it.
So basically we were going up there and we were terrorizing. It was 7th grade. I acknowledge my mistake, but just to wait, it gets worse. So
Yeah.
we were throwing things around to like annoy them and make noise. And after everything had been done and everything was settled and we were all good, my stupid ass thought it would be a good idea to pick up a hanger, like one of those weird plastic hangers that are almost like glass, but still plastic, and throw it directly at the wall near Mr. Pritchard.
Oh my god.
Right before he walked into the room, at the
And
door.
who's this Mr. Pritchard?
Mr. Pritchard was like the
There
choir
at the time.
teacher, I believe.
Yeah, he taught choir
Yes,
during
it
that
was a
time.
choir.
Yeah,
No,
and he
no
was
longer
like the
is.
main member of the crew.
Isn't he at Hapa now?
Yes, he's the band teacher.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh.
So, anyways, he got really mad, and everyone up there got in trouble because of what I did.
Mistake.
Did you
Simple.
take responsibility?
Yes, I did. At first I was like, oh, I must have stepped on it, but that was the stupidest excuse I've ever heard.
It was.
I threw it at the wall, and I got even more trouble because I lied, which I deserved. But I remember, like, all the girls that were up there just doing their job got in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And there's still a certain girl, guy, whatever, it's confusing. There's a certain person who's still mad at me to this day and still holds that grudge. And I still feel bad for it.
I think Orange made them cry.
Yeah, that's
And then Tim made
You know
them
what I'm talking
suffer.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Wow.
He still holds
We're
his
gonna-
grudge to this day.
We're gonna call him
N.
Tangerine.
Tangerine. Alright, Tangerine works.
Ow.
So, Orange made Tangerine cry, and then I made Tangerine cry.
It's weird because I
And now she's just orange juice.
Oh, that's not... Dude.
it's weird. I think Tangerine doesn't like me, but I'm like I did nothing to them.
Tangerine is best friends with my sister now. Like, best friends.
Best friends.
And it's so awkward. Because
Oh, so like every time she like comes over.
she hasn't come over yet, but they're always on like a video call. So whenever
Yes.
I walk in my sister's rooms, I just see Tangerine, and we get eye contact, and I just walk out. It is so awkward.
That's sad. But I mean, like, this is definitely important life lessons that you learn.
Yeah, that was
Learning.
That is the one thing I regret the most in my life, to this day. Is throwing a hanger almost at Mr. Pritchard. The next day, while he was still mad, I went up in tears because I was really passionate about forgiveness. And I said that it was none of their faults and it was only my fault. So I had to stay and sit for an entire week and do nothing for the club, but everyone else was let off.
Wow.
And then, alright, there's a lot of
there's more?
There's a lot of stage crew beef, but this is the next year. And I know Xavier knows about this one.
Wait.
So anyways, right? 8th grade, Aladdin. That was last year. This year I'm not doing the play. It's The Lion King. Xavier, you're not missing anything.
I'm gonna watch it though, cause I want to see them fail.
Tangerine's lead like last year.
I'm evil like that.
All this confidence.
Them fail.
Tangerine is lead. Tangerine was also Aladdin last year.
Wow.
But anyways, during Aladdin, I was part of it as well, and then I was with Andres. And I invited my grandmother to do some work because she was interested. So Mr. Wagner invited her, and she was all cool, right?
Yep.
I made a joke with Andres about my grandma being like a bit... She's not racist, but she's like a bit insensitive. It's just how she was raised, you know? It's not her fault. But she has like this mindset that isn't healthy.
Yes, I remember.
And, oh yeah, that's so painful. I refuse to do stage crew anymore because I feel like something else would happen. Because it's happened 2 years in a row. Anyways, I did all that, and Andres just so happened to make a joke while I was gone about Mexicans doing all the work. And my grandma felt really attacked by that joke. Because, well, she was being attacked with that joke. And it wasn't completely her fault. Andres kind of knew he messed up. But it was just a joke. And it wasn't meant to be taken like...
Just a prank, bro. Just a prank.
Yeah.
It's just a prank, bro. What's the camera?
She wasn't made to take complete offense to it, right? And, she got mad, and she complained to Mr. Pritchard about a certain student. She didn't say Andres, but she said a certain student was being insensitive. So, Mr. Pritchard made every single member of crew and cast. It might have just been crew. I'm not sure about cast. Was it? Xavier, did you have to write anything to her?
No.
Alright, so it's probably just crew then. Basically, all of crew had to write her a full-page apology letter.
A full page?
Every single person on crew, including Tangerine
front and back or just like one side?
No, one side.
I'm sorry for nothing I did.
So, Tangerine got upset again. Because, obviously, that was the stupidest thing. I was so mad, I literally walked home from school in the rain. Because I did not want to be there. And for you who don't know, my house is pretty far away.
It's far.
Yeah, it's about two and a half mile walk. In the rain. It was like pouring that day.
At least you get your steps in.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, worth it.
Tangerine was mad. And that was a very, very painful memory. because everyone knew it was my grandmother, and everyone was mad at me. I joined the club.
Oh.
No one wanted to talk to me. Everyone was mad. Andres is still mad at me to this day.
Is he?
Andres
Mm.
Yeah.
and Tangerine is still mad.
That's very
Does he
sad.
know
to hear.
that?
So that's what happened both years with me. We're supposed to be interviewing Xavier, but I just went into a tangent.
Well, yeah. Speaking of Xavier here,
I think-
any weird things? I remember we were talking before the podcast.
Yeah.
You were talking about at Hapa this doorbell,
Wait,
or
what?
not
What
doorbell,
did
the
I
doorknob.
miss? What did I
This
miss?
doorknob,
His entire door.
What did I miss?
the entire door. You know, he hasn't
Okay,
told
so-
me. He just like. All right.
So this happened like last week, the week before.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's this thing after school called Act Ensemble. We all act and we're trying to put up a show and whatnot.
Yeah.
And we're doing a game because we did everything we needed to do, right?
Yep.
And we're
Which
all
game?
like, shoot, I forgot what it was called, but we do letters.
Do what?
We
I
do
do.
letters. Hangman?
Hangman?
So this is the game. All right,
Shoots and ladders?
it's a
Shooting dice.
Shooting dice?
no.
Poker.
Snake eyes?
Christ.
What?
you don't have to tell us if you don't remember. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not telling you. So we're just doing acting.
Mhm.
And
Hmm.
Luke,
Yeah.
he
Who
tried
is this Luke?
this Luke. He's a dearest friend of mine. I almost killed him
Luke's
one time.
Productions?
We could get into that later.
Alright,
Okay.
later. We'll save that for later.
That's a good story actually. So yeah. Me and him, and other people
Mm-hmm.
A
trying
fruit
to-
basket.
yeah, sure. He's trying to figure out a name.
Yeah.
The name was Michael Jackson. And he couldn't get it.
That's rough.
He sucked.
Yeah.
Everyone was screaming at him, and I was like, "Get out! Get out!" And I tried to slam the door, but it was like those automatic closing doors, and I freaking slipped and pushed down on the door, and the door freaking broke. Like,
That's rough, dude.
Oh my god!
I don't know how to explain this, but
So much
It did
force, so much
injury.
energy, so much passion
Yeah.
from not knowing Michael Jackson.
it was a frame. I think the frame broke,
That's
and
rough.
it's a 10-year door, so
Did you have to pay up a fee?
no.
No one knows.
One of the teachers were like, "You know what? I'm gonna take the hit for you," and I was like, "Oh my fucking god! Thank you so much."
That's nice, actually.
Is that actually true?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh my god, that teacher. Maybe. Maybe.
I
What?
love her.
Dude, I just
Luke
remembered
was
something.
crying.
Oh, yeah, Luke.
Did they get in trouble, the teacher? Or?
Was he crying because he couldn't figure out the answer, or was it because you broke
You-
the door?
Because his parents are strict.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't want to get in trouble. He didn't want to get yelled at. I get beat.
Oh.
You're used to it.
Ah,
Used to the gulag.
yeah.
That makes sense.
All right.
Yeah.
That was it.
That's pretty much it.
Wow.
Dude, that's
Any
rough.
other like crazy Happa stories?
We went in the tunnels.
The tunnels.
The
I hear
tunnels.
there's something about the tunnels here. I don't remember.
What's
I don't
up
know
with,
too much.
what's the tunnels, dude? I'm completely out of it.
Yeah. What is that?
Literally, like, tunnels under the school.
No way, dude.
Oh, aren't there tunnels under Clark?
Yeah, there
There's tunnels-
is. I've
there's-
heard of
There's
them.
tunnels.
There's tunnels in
There's
the car.
tunnels under every school.
I know exactly. I know exactly where the tunnel like entrance is in our school because I was part of the round table.
Yeah, I was talking to.
I
my
never heard
wrestling
about
coach
the
one day,
tunnels.
And he was like, "Yeah, I've been there before."
Do you guys
Kind
want
of crazy.
Do you guys want to know where the entrance to the tunnels are?
Are we allowed to say that on podcast? Is this
Uh,
some super secret place?
we're 24 minutes in, so no one's gonna watch it.
I
No,
swear to God, Tim. But you gotta be careful now.
I
And I
know.
was trying to be careful about the story.
What if someone like fell asleep for like 5 minutes, and then like they just woke up and now they're at this
It's
part?
it's.
Oh yeah, now they
You want
know
me
it's
to you want me to
Back to
save
sleep.
it for after the podcast, or you just want me to say it?
Nah, well, it depends.
I don't think it matters.
If it doesn't matter, then yeah.
It doesn't really matter
Yeah,
that
I don't-
much.
I don't
Okay,
think
if it doesn't
matters.
matter,
It's
then
not
you
like
just
you can
say.
like access it as a student. You'll still get in trouble for accessing it. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Do not go here. Do not go through this entrance. You are not allowed.
We are not
to.
condoning. We
Yeah.
are not.
We are
advising
not
you to
We
go.
are
any of this.
we are informing of the location. We are not saying to go through the entrance. All right.
Yes. Do not.
The entrance.
You're an idiot if you do. You're
Yeah.
stupid. You're
Yeah.
dumb.
We're not
You
condoning
are
this.
poopy.
We will go on court. We will go to court for this. We do not
Okay,
condone.
but why are we gonna say it then? No, I don't want to go to court. I'm too
Don't
young.
condone
Too young
any
to
of
go to
this.
jail.
I've already been to court. I'm not worried.
Uh-oh.
Why'd you go to court?
That's a bit too personal.
We'll go into that in a little bit, Xavier. We'll go into that in a little bit.
Okay, no, alright, I want that
Sexual
for later
assault
episodes
charges.
and whatnot.
Oh,
I
no.
bet.
Anyways, where we were just talking. Oh yeah, the entrance.
Tunnels,
Do you
yes.
guys know? Okay, it's on the first.
Don't go here.
Oh my god.
It's on. Okay, on the first floor. You know where you gotta go up the stairs to go outdoor, eh?
Yeah.
And you know there's like that big touchscreen tablet that no one knows is touchscreen.
hmm
Well, there's a door right there. And if you
Oh yes, I know where the door is. Yes.
open that door,
Right next to it.
yeah, right next to it, right by the stairs and where the tablet is. Every
Uh-huh.
time you walk down the main hallway, a door on the first floor. Basically, there's a door there. I've gone through these tunnels. Oh shit! I just read myself. All right, I've been through these tunnels without the knowledge of anyone. So, teachers, if you're watching this, this was over a year ago. It's no longer a chargeable offense.
Oh my god.
So, I went through these tunnels, and if you open the door, right, the janitor closet, it is a straight walk down. Like, it's like a ramp. Like, you know in, like, those old movies where it's like a castle almost? Not like the stairs go, like, around a pillar.
I seen the door open.
It's just like that, yeah.
Ah.
They do maintenance to those tunnels all the time. The janitors do, because they have to. It's their job.
That's cool.
God damn it.
So janitors are tunnel rats?
Pretty much.
Oh,
But
they live in the tunnels.
there's also
Oh.
there's also a way more accessible location to the tunnels. Literally the big open space where the janitors are. That's right by the biz.
Oh, really?
That's the main entrance. The other one's like a backup.
Huh.
They're so close together, you'd think they'd like put in a better location if there's like a shooting or something. But that big location, if you go right around that corner, it's like a straight ramp down. And you go down that ramp and there's just dark tunnels under the school.
Mhm.
And if you go out these tunnels, it leads you to the street to a manhole cover.
Oh,
So it's
That's crazy.
it's
Holy
literally
crap.
just a school shooter escape. Wait, if there's like a future school shooter listening to this, they already know where the tunnels are.
oh god damn it.
Oh,
What have you done?
It's highly unlikely, though.
Yeah.
It's
You
highly
messed up.
unlikely that they'll go through the tunnels, though, right? They're,
Yeah.
in a sense, it'd be better if they just stayed there.
Yeah. Like if they went in the tunnels, they'd probably be trapped. If like, okay.
Right, and there might not be many. Oh my god, there
Yeah.
might not be many people in there.
Yeah.
So
The thing I don't understand this. How do they expect these students to know where to go in case of an emergency?
right, because the tunnels are never talked about like at all.
Never.
Never.
In the event of a school shooting, people are just gonna run around.
Well, no. There's the hide
Yeah.
in your classroom or something. There's an escape if you can,
But let's be honest, Mike.
and there's a fight.
Let's be honest, all right? If there's a shooter in the hallway, well, like passing period, you think people are going to run into a classroom and hide?
Oh, they'll just like run around.
I think you
Yeah.
try to run
They'll
outside.
run. Yeah, they'll run.
Yeah, but that's
I would
that's
pretend
the
to be
safest
dead, to be
method.
honest.
Yeah.
Like, throw myself on the floor and just, like, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just play dead. Like, If someone's shot
Unless
right
they're
next to you.
smart.
We shouldn't
Unless
even be
they're smart.
talking about this on a school podcast. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Okay. Future discussion later, I guess. Later in the podcast, so less likely people listening to it.
Okay.
Anyways,
Whatever you say.
Before I go to my China story, which will tease a little each episode.
Ooh, tease.
Oh,
Tease.
let's
Ooh.
talk about what happened.
Shows my legs.
Let's talk about the good juicy stuff real fast, Xavier.
Okay, no, I don't want to talk about that yet.
Yeah, alright, you want to save that until later?
Best for last.
Last.
Oh my god. Best
Last.
for last.
Okay, we're 30 minutes and 37 seconds into the podcast so far.
Alright.
So, should I start going into the China stuff now?
I want to talk about how I almost killed Luke.
Alright, let's hear it.
Oh my god.
Why not? You're our
I want to
guest.
hear this. I'm intrigued.
You're our guest. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so way back in 5th grade,
Oh, Jesus, 5th
our
grade.
friends.
All the way
Yeah,
back?
5th grade. All the way back.
Me and Tim barely talked.
Yeah.
Well, me and Luke have been friends for almost 2 years right now. At the time of 5th grade.
Alright. Just like me and Michael have been bitter rivals.
Of course.
Yeah. It's breakfast,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna give you guys a supercut because supercut is like 17 minutes long, and I'm not gonna do all that.
Well, we got plenty of time to
Yeah,
podcast.
go
Yeah.
as long as you need to.
This is an hour-long podcast. I think we got time.
All right. So this story will prove you of how Luke is uncontrollable at some times.
Yeah.
So, sorry for calling you out, Luke, but it's the truth. So, it's breakfast. Eating, right? I haven't touched my juice. Juice.
Juice.
That's the
Juice.
part. That's the main part of the story.
Yeah.
So, he comes over. He puts his stuff down. He says, "1 second, guys. I'm gonna wash my hands." He goes to the restroom. I'm like, "Hey guys, watch this. I'm gonna play a game with Luke." I grab his juice, which is identical to mine. I poke a hole in my juice box. All right, hey guys. I'm like, "Wait 1 second, Luke. I want to play a game." He's like, "Okay." I grab the juices. I switch them around, and I said, "Which one is yours?" He points at mine. I'm like, "You are wrong," and he's like, "No, I'm right." I'm like, "No, you are wrong," because I poked a hole in mine, and he said, "I did too," which he didn't.
Uh-oh.
And we're going back and forth for at least a
Hashtag
minute.
5th grade problems.
Bruh.
So we go back and forth for like almost a minute, and he says, "You know what?" He flips my breakfast, which I mind you, I just put my milk in my cereal.
Oh, that's right.
Perfect.
Mm.
5th grade problems.
So scandalous.
So I get mad. It's my frosted flakes are all over my shorts, all over my shirt, and my sweater. I'm like, "Oh man!" I grab a wooden knife.
Oh. Well, okay.
Why is
First
there
of
a
all-
wooden knife?
Yeah, first of all, what school did you go to?
Where?
You went to, like, Franklin, right?
Huh?
What school did you go to?
Went to Franklin.
Yeah, okay.
Why was there a wooden knife?
Why is there a wooden knife? Yeah, that's a good question.
Okay. My brother carved it from a ruler.
Oh, he told me this.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about this.
I remember this on the way back from the chess tournament. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the knife story. Woo! All right, back to
Really?
no.
What happened after that? What happened after you pulled the knife on him?
Back to the action.
Oh,
What?
no.
What
What happened, Xavier? Come on.
What happened?
What happened?
Luke went missing for 5 days. No.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. So I grab the knife.
Yeah?
I go behind him, put it to his neck, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I put it back. I I freaking grab my stuff. I run away with my breakfast, which was barely touched. I throw it away. I run to a place where like the teachers pick you up for the morning, and I just sit down waiting, reading my I Spy book.
I Spy.
Let's go.
And I'm like, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta apologize. So I run to the table and I talk to my friend Dylan. He's since second grade. Kindergarten actually. I asked him, "Hey, Dylan, have you seen Luke?" And he said he went to go tell on you. And I'm like, "Oh, shit!"
That
bitch.
That. To be honest, just to interrupt real fast, you shouldn't have pulled the knife on him, man.
Nah, that was kind of a bad idea.
Yeah, that's kind of
okay.
That's sus.
It was in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
My breakfast.
In the heat of the moment, yep, he flipped my breakfast.
Yeah.
My frosted flakes.
So I pulled a knife on him.
Oh no.
And I'm like, oh my god! So I run to the area where they pick up where the teachers pick you up, because my book bag and my book is over there, and I'm at the end of the hallway. Where they pick you up is on my other side of the hallway.
Yeah.
I look all down. He's there with the principal and the principal's assistant.
Jesus.
He points at me.
That is
and
rough.
I'm like, oh shit. So I went on the other side of the wall, because there's like a wall right there.
Yeah.
In the hallway. So I was like, oh my god. So I run the other way, and the principal's assistant, he's a big fit guy. So he freaking jogs over to me. He's like, hey, come over here. I'm like,
come over here.
Oh no, that's rough.
Okay. He's like, come get your stuff and go to the principal's office. And I'm like, oh boy. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So, go to the principal's office. The principal's like, show me it. And I'm like, show you what? I'm like, show you what? And she's like, you know what? And I'm like, huh, okay. Boom. There it is. Right there. Right there. Right there. Mix it up.
Get your pencil.
She examines it. She calls some person. You're like, hey, yeah, Margaret, it's me, Karen.
Oh no.
There's this boy. He's
brought a firearm.
A wooden knife.
Wooden knife.
Blah 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 blah. Get back to me when you get the time, and whatnot. And she says, "You are in a real predicament right now. Do you know that?" And I'm like, yeah. And she was like, I'm gonna call your father.
Oh,
and I'm like, no. She was like, I'm gonna call your mother. And I'm like, oh no, not my mom.
That's rough.
This is terrible. At this moment, my heart is beating like a lot.
Yeah.
And your mom. So I'm calling your father. And at that moment, I was like, okay. At that moment, I knew I was gonna die. Because my dad don't play.
Oh no.
He doesn't.
He do not.
It's a long story to know about my papa.
Papi.
A long tragic tale. But I love him. He's my father. I of course I love him. Well, wouldn't I love him? So she was like, okay, go sit in the principal's assistant's office. And I sit there. It feels like hours and hours.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, this is terrible. Mind you, this is in the beginning of the day. I haven't even went to class yet.
That's rough.
So she calls everyone that was in my table, Dylan included. God damn. So Dylan is the one that I remember the most. He said, "Where's Xavier? Is he okay?" And I was like,
"He's a real one." No, it's a
He's a
real
real one. He's a real
one.
one.
Real one out there.
He's a real one. I was like, oh my god, do it. I got it. You're beautiful.
Oh my God.
And and the principal was like, okay, tell me what happened. He did, with other people, blah blah blah. About an hour later, I hear car keys clingle, 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 clingle. It's great, and I'm over here like, well, I know who that is. Can you guess who it is?
The mailman.
No,
The milkman.
no.
Mr. Sandman.
Yeah. No, my father.
Oh,
Oh.
I was wrong.
He glances at me with the angry,
Dun, dun,
face.
The angry face.
Oh, hey,
The
Pa. How's it going?
hey, pa.
And that's the angry face.
That's the angry face.
That's
Do you know what type of predicament you're in?
Do you know what kind of predicament you're in?
And she pretty much told him what happened. And it happened. She said, "All right, come in here, Xavier. Come in the office." And I'm like, "Okay."
What the hell?
So I went in the office,
Mm-hmm.
and she said, "Xavier, tell your father what happened." I talk. I says what happens, and I says, "I know this seems bad. I apologize."
But he threw my frosted flakes.
Exactly, that was going through my mind.
Frosted
My
flakes.
frosted flakes.
He flipped my breakfast,
You don't flip a man's breakfast.
and I became the frosted flake. This truly is a sad story.
It's a sad story. Yes.
Yes, it is. It is a very sad story.
It's indeed very depressing.
Very.
What happened after that?
I went home.
Mm-hmm.
I went home
Mm-hmm.
with my dad
Mm-hmm.
in front of me
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
from my school all the way to my house.
Mm-hmm.
It was terrible. He didn't talk. I didn't talk. It was suspenseful.
Mm-hmm.
So, I go home.
Mm-hmm.
He said,
Tim,
he yells
why'd you
at me,
keep
blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm.
A lot.
Frosted flakes.
A lot.
Frosted Flakes. Hell yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
Tony the
excuse me,
Tiger
so-
looking kind of thick.
Frosty.
You know it's
Oh.
true.
He do. This is Michael in third grade on Xbox Live.
I'm not gonna lie. I got beat. I got shit beaten.
Nice.
It was terrible. He broke a ruler on me. It was great.
Nice.
Traumatic experiences in 101. Oh.
Any you
what?
Keep going. You keep going. Is that it?
It's pretty much. It was awful.
Did you get like a suspension or anything, or were you just sent home for the day?
Expelled.
Expelled.
Oh, that's when you came to Lincoln.
Oh.
That's when I went to Lincoln, yes.
Oh
And
my
also on
god!
Dude.
I just like got some lore or backstory now.
Yeah. That's the lore we
Holy
didn't know
crap.
about for Dark Souls 8.
That's so weird.
Dude, that's
That
crazy.
really puts something in your mind about like perspectives, especially like other people.
Yeah.
Because I don't see why. Because when you came to Lincoln, you were pretty cool and stuff, but like, it's just like, yeah, you did mess up because you did pull a knife on him.
Yeah.
Kind of did, yeah.
But I think it was kind of wrong for them just to straight up expel you.
Mm-hmm.
But then
I mean-
again, it was a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are endangering the school
Yeah.
and the children
Yes. Of course. And here's a little
and the
secret.
school's reputation.
Yeah.
Exactly. I brought that knife. I don't think I should say it, but I'm gonna say it. I brought that knife to school every fucking day for a
Dude.
month.
Dude.
Ay.
That is...
For a reason I don't know.
That's rough.
I mean, that doesn't really help your case, though.
Yeah.
I mean, of course it doesn't. I admit I'm guilty, of course.
We're freshmen
That
now.
was my
We are complete school level
Yeah, that's
out
A
of
long
it.
time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, there's a happy ending. There's a happy ending.
Yeah.
You get to meet us.
I get to meet you guys. You guys
Let's
are
go.
awesome.
Blake, John, me, and band.
Dude, Blake wants to be on the
Ooh.
next episode.
Does he?
Yeah.
Let's get him on. Let's get him on.
Let's
Alright,
get
I
him
got
on.
you. I got you.
That sounds fun. You
Yeah.
get Blake on. So
Yeah,
me
hell yeah.
in sixth grade. This is sixth grade. We're all like Clark Middle School, high school.
Yeah.
Me, Xavier, Blake, and John Morris. Right? That was his last name. No. Right. We're all in band. I played trombone.
Mhm.
The three of them played percussion. And we were like the band kids. We were the
Wait,
band kid
wait, hold up.
stereotype.
Yeah.
Hold up. I think wait.
What?
Hmm?
When can we talk about the chair?
What chair?
Oh, the chair. The chair.
Let's
The
just-
chair.
Let's talk
What?
about the chair.
I was having so much
Yeah,
fun
Ty?
explaining the band kid thing. You guys just
Oh
cut me
yeah,
off.
okay, you can go ahead.
Wow.
You can go ahead.
Continue.
I mean, no, that was
Go-
really it.
Continue.
Like we were just eccentric band kids until Xavier went away and John went away, and it was just me and Blake.
That's rough.
Yeah,
Oh,
now
yeah,
me and
too.
Blake are the only ones left in band.
That's rough.
On went away first.
Hmm.
So, I mean, you got the other Xavier, I think.
There's another
Xavier.
Xavier.
It's John's brother.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember. He's in eighth grade now, I think, right? Yeah, he's in eighth grade.
Yeah.
He plays an instrument. I forgot what.
Mm.
But yeah, he's pretty cool.
Any memories, you know?
Yeah.
But this chair, what's
Yeah.
happening here? What's happening?
Alright. You want to get into the story now, Xavier? You want to get into the story now?
Oh my god. It felt so recent.
It's not. It wasn't. It's not. It's like it's literally been over 2 years now.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So long ago.
Let's talk about this incident, and this will probably be the last thing we talk about on the podcast. How long do you want to make this episode? Because we're 48 minutes in. Do we still want to talk about the China trip?
Yeah, we can always move the China trip, you know.
Alright.
No, we
Next
can always move
episode.
that.
You guys have to wait till next Sunday for this. Anyways. Or next Monday. So, basically, it's gym class in 7th grade. Semester.
Oh, is it this story? Is this what you mean by the chair?
Absolutely.
Oh,
I'm his favorite.
Gym class,
Uh-oh.
2nd semester.
What does the chair have to do with
7th
this, though?
period. You'll see.
Oh, okay.
You guys will see.
I'll shut up.
Alright. So, 7th period, semester 2, 7th grade. We got gym. It is me, Xavier, Blake, and Gael.
I was in gym, too.
Oh, yeah.
I was in that gym.
Oh, you were? That's crazy.
Yeah, but I wasn't in the locker room.
Oh, yeah, you were gone. So, anyways, every day, it sounds really gay saying it like this, but we'd always, like, mess around while we were changing.
Oh wait.
Tim
Can I
would
say-
show his fat ass titties.
No.
You did.
Of
You
course.
did.
Bro, that's crazy.
Is this when you
I
got
don't
like
know if he did. I don't remember.
in trouble?
Joking.
Alright, anyway, let me explain the story, alright? We'll
Hush.
get to this.
Let the story go on.
Yeah.
Alright,
Uh.
I'll get to it. Anyways, as we continue, we always mess around, like, I don't know how to describe it. Horseplay, I guess.
Boys being boys.
Boys being boys.
Boys being boys
So
in
boys-
the gym locker room.
So boys being boys, always. We were always messing around and hiding each other's stuff. That was the main thing about this. We were always hiding each other's stuff.
Because our lockers were unlocked.
Yep. So anyways,
Losers.
we were in the very corner. Like, as soon as you walk into locker room, and you know, like, where that gate is, where you can, like, go in where
God,
the
I could
showers are?
see it.
Yeah, you see, like, where the showers are? We were literally on the one that was most to the wall,
Yeah.
where those gray lockers were. We were in that.
I was at that corner too, I think. Right?
Yeah, we were in that little cul-de-sac right there.
Yeah, the cul-de-sac.
The little cul-de-sac.
Our neighborhood. This is our ghetto.
Yeah. So, anyways, we were in that little area, and we were always playing around, being annoying. So then this specific day was Gael, Blake, me, and Xavier. We were getting changed. And I don't remember exactly how it happened. Xavier, if you do, then say something. I don't know how it started. I don't know how I got mad. But I remember getting mad.
Ah.
I remember Xavier did something and it was annoying. And it was getting on my nerves. Like, especially that day.
Was it him drawing furry art? What was
Oh,
it?
boy.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
What was it?
No.
I think
I think
he hid my phone. I think they hid my phone.
hit your phone with many other things.
Yeah. Okay, they hid all of my belongings. And I had to find it, and I was really annoyed, and they were still playing, him and Blake. Gael was just there. He was just trying to get changed. But he was still, like, laughing along and stuff. So I got mad, right? I'm like, alright, you know what? What about I just chill out, let's just play around, right? So I'm like, bro, keep doing this, I'll sit on you. Alright.
Foreshadowing.
So we kept doing this. So we kept playing around like that, right? I wasn't as mad, but I was still kind of mad. But I wasn't getting as mad because I knew they were just playing around. But I was still like stressed over them like taking my shit, right? Right. So basically, Blake was there, Gael was there. We were all there within like 2 feet of each other. As gay as that sounds. And I pushed Xavier onto the bench. Belly first. Right? So his back was up. And then I sat on his back and played.
I think that's why I have a bad back.
I sat
My back's been hurting.
I thought you sat on his face.
For 2 years.
No! Where did you hear I sat on his face, dude?
Dude, that's what I thought for the longest time. I thought it was on
No
the
way.
face. That's what I heard.
Dude, that's super
Right, Enrique?
sus.
Did you hear about this?
Yeah, that's what I heard, but I knew that didn't happen.
Bro, that's
Because
super sus.
here's what my point of view was, right? This happens, and then Xavier walks out of the locker room, and everyone just around him, they're like, Xavier, what happened? What happened?
Yeah.
Sort of like out of the crowd. I'm not in there, so I'm like looking. I see it's like a bloody nose.
Oh, yeah. So basically...
Like his nose started bleeding.
Well,
so like, everyone thought you sat on his face.
Yeah, okay, I'll do it.
We'll get there.
So,
okay.
I was sitting on his back, and we were still laughing and playing around, right? Like, we were still cool then, right, Xavier?
I think I'm pretty sure Gael slapped my ass.
Yeah,
a couple of times.
that's what happened. Xavier started slapping his ass, dude.
I honestly think he's gay.
Gael, I will not lie, that was kind of sus, dude. I'm not
It's
gonna
kind
lie.
of sus.
And that's how he got angry. So then he would start he was thrashing, right? I was still sitting on him. I thought we were still having fun. I thought we were playing around, right? So then he stops moving. Like he passed out. And I look by his face.
Xavier's had enough.
His head was... he was about to activate his Demon Slayer Thunder powers, dude. Anyways, his face is off the bench because it's not
it's a thin bench.
Yeah. We were laying how do I explain it? He was laying opposite. He was intersecting with the bench. He wasn't laying on it.
Perpendicular?
Yeah, perpendicular, whatever. So he was laying across on the bench. So we were doing that. I was sitting on him. He stopped moving, and his nose, just blood everywhere, dude.
Blood everywhere.
I cannot tell you how much blood was on the floor after that. It was crazy.
It was like a waterfall.
So it wasn't on the face. Huh.
No.
That surprised me. I swear to God, I always heard it was on the face. I never heard about it.
Xavier always has nosebleeds, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
That was just a really, really bad stress nosebleed, from what I've heard.
Oh.
So
Is this true, Xavier? Did he not sit on
This
your
is.
face?
He did not sit on my face. I could bust that. He did
yeah,
not
everything
sit on
I'm
my face,
saying, I'm
thankfully.
making sure is accurate. I wouldn't like lie directly in front of the victim.
Right.
Anyways,
They just look like an idiot.
so
If you were
okay,
to lie,
let me note
if you
this for all those stupid people who spread this rumor. We were fully clothed in gym uniforms.
Yeah.
were clothed.
We both had our shirts and shirt on. We were
I'm pretty
clothed.
sure everyone's forgot about this. Like, there's
Yeah.
no way anybody remembers except for maybe like Alex or someone.
It's an inside joke. I say
Someone in our friend group, you know.
Xavier's my
Credit
number
don't
one
matter.
chair. It's an inside joke.
Right.
So, anyways, this goes on. He. Okay. I get off of him as soon as I see that blood. I'm like, oh shit. Like, okay, this is
A
serious
lot of
now.
blood.
As soon as I get up, Xavier starts throwing hands at me, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, do you remember
It was a
that?
fit of rage.
Yeah, I remember this.
He was like punching me straight to the wall. And I was fighting back because I'm like, all right, this is serious.
You're like, I deserve this, man.
I'm just gonna play it out, right? So he
Yeah.
was like punching me to the wall, and everyone was like, fight, 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 world star. You know, like they always do. And I thought it was a real fight. I was just standing there with my arms up, letting him punch me. I wasn't fighting back or pushing him or anything. I was just trying to get off the wall.
Yeah.
So all this happened. He walks away. Me, Blake, and Gael just look at each other with dazed faces, like, all right, something's about to go down. So everyone's like huddling around him, saying, "Oh, you're bleeding." Yeah, this is the part you remember, Michael. Everyone's like, "Oh, he's
Right.
bleeding."
This is the part
He
where like
walked out.
I'm here and I'm like, oh, Blink, what just happened?
He walked out. This is the part I remember, and I got so mad about this. Everyone's seen the blood. 6 kids went straight to Mr. Atkins and snitched.
Can snitch.
I thought they
man.
just said
Dude, they
Xavier was
snitched.
bleeding.
Yeah, he was.
Right. Isn't that all they said or no? Was there more?
I think they just said Xavier's bleeding, man. Something happened.
I
And I'm
remember.
like, nothing happened.
I remember we were showing people on the ground that there was a lot of blood. Like there's still a stain from that blood to this day in that locker room.
Is there?
Yeah,
Really?
I can't.
Really?
We don't go in the middle of school
Man,
locker
and
room
our
anymore.
school's
But when
getting
I went
closed
in
down.
there,
That's like a
a memory,
A
dude.
picture of that.
right.
So, anyways, all this happens. Poor to Mr. Atkins. Mr. Atkins is going to get shit for this from Mr. Wilson. Because as they think, as the kids were reporting, we did not have any clothes on. So, they report that to Mr. Atkins. He reports it to Mr. Wilson. And they pursue it like a sexual assault charge.
And no, that's not what happened.
What?
He didn't do that.
What happened? Or, oh, did the
Okay,
kid
so-
snitch to Mr. Wilson? Or did you... Oh, I know what
They,
happened.
they
Never mind.
did tell him that I was bleeding.
Yeah.
And I was like, fine, no, I'm fine. And he said, what happened in there? I'm like, nothing happened. Everything's so fine. And so after that, we went after school.
Oh, yeah, I remember
Uh,
this. Yeah, keep going.
I was walking to the audition, not the audition room, the practice room for the play we were doing. And Blake was like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay." And he was like, "You won't?" I'm like, "You won't tell?" I was like, "You won't tell anyone, right?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I'm like, and he said, "Will you tell anyone?" I'm like, "I swear to God, I won't tell anyone." I went in. I seen I seen Orange. And
Orange.
and it was like, I was stunned, right? And I was like, "Are you okay?" And a little tear came out, and she was like, "Oh!" She hugged me. I'm like, "Oh my God!" Like, what happened? And I pretty much said what happened, and she was like, "Oh, you know what? We're taking this to Mr. Wilson."
Orange. I remember. That's why I was so mad at her, dude. I remember now. It was Orange. Yep. I remember. Keep going.
You need to tell me what orange is after this.
Yeah,
Well,
God.
we will.
so I went to the nurses. I went to his office. My parents are called. They're like, "Are you okay, sweetie?" And I'm like, "I'm fine." So the nurse was like, "Are you okay?" The principal was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine." So I pretty much told him what happened. Yada yada yada. I'm drawing, stress drawing, stuff like that. What a normal middle schooler does. And yeah. Yeah.
So I believe Orange said something to the principal. I believe. I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
So,
So, yada yada yada. I had to tell who was in there. I left Blake out because he's my boy. He did nothing.
God. So much of the story has been left out for me. Oh my
dude,
god.
a lot.
A lot, yeah.
That's why I wanted Xavier on the show to go on record and explain.
None of our fault.
Yeah. So,
Boys being boys.
yep.
Boys being
So,
boys.
to keep going, you want me to keep going from here or you want to keep going?
You could go on.
Alright. So, all this happened, and word went to Mr. Wilson. So, Mr. Wilson arranged a private meeting with me to talk about it. Just me and him.
Mhm.
And I said, this is just a small incident. It's not that big of a deal. I did something. I made a mistake. I apologize. And he's like, I don't want you to apologize to me. I want you to apologize to him and his family. I'm like, oh. So then,
Big yikes.
and
I
then,
mean, that's understandable though.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't remember exactly, because I don't know what Mr. Wilson did. I think Mr. Wilson called Xavier and his family. Well, not Xavier, but like, his parents. And my grandma was also called.
Mr. Sunny B.O. I said.
I agree with that.
Exactly.
Anyways,
Skeletal. Oh,
Mr.
10%.
Yeah, you got time. Anyways.
Yeah.
Mr. Wilson was alerted. He knew what happened, right? So, a meeting was arranged between Xavier, his mother and father, and me and my grandma.
Did Xavier get expelled again?
Oh, no.
No.
So, I believe it was a Tuesday or a Monday morning.
My God, you remember.
Dude, Dude, this is a scarring event in my life.
What was the date?
I couldn't tell you
What was the
that.
time?
There was this calendar algorithm we learned in our Algebra 2 class where, like, if you were given the date,
Yeah.
like the exact date, you could figure out what day of the week it was.
Yeah. So, anyways,
I forgot how to do that, so, you know.
we were doing this, and we had our meeting. It was a private discussion over what happened. And I remember Gael and Blake were talked to individually. They weren't part of this meeting. But he talked to Mr. Wilson. They talked to Mr. Wilson. So, all this happened. There was a meeting. We settled our differences. We said, alright, we're still cool. I cried.
I cried.
I cried.
Everyone cried.
We all cried.
We all cried. It was the stupidest thing. To this day, I'm like, I know it was a big thing for me, but why did I cry? I still...
You were just an emotional kid.
Convey the story.
Yeah.
Boys being boys.
Boys
and it went
being
too
boys
far.
went too far. Gone wrong in the hood.
Precisely. Yeah.
So, all this happened, and we're cool. So here's the
Cool.
part of the story
Yeah, we're
that
friends now.
Xavier is not aware of. This
Whoa.
was brought to my attention very recently, about a month ago.
Oh.
From that incident, although the name was cleared and wasn't officially taken to court, Mr. Wilson, or whatever administration did this, put me as a potential sex offender on my school record.
Right.
Gosh.
Didn't you tell me this?
Yeah, I did. So, I am almost... So if I were to be in any, quote, sexual, end quote, event like that again, I will be official sex offender.
Oh, God.
And this was just brought to my attention a month ago. I was just looking
Sex
for my
offender
record and I've
shuffle.
seen it. Oh, no.
We were bad.
Now we're
Now
good.
we're good.
So this
Now
incident...
we're moving into your neighborhood.
Neighborhood.
So this event with Xavier caused me to be almost potentially on the sex offender registry.
Just because you're being a boy.
Yeah. I talked to some people about it
Boys, man.
who overheard it, and then they spread it, and now everyone's hearing that I'm a sex offender.
I don't remember hearing anything about that, to be honest with you.
Really?
From
That's
how
anyone
it is,
else
though.
except for you.
So,
Like when you told me.
yeah.
Tim, I kind of think that was your fault though, because you said it really loudly.
I spread it. Yeah, I spread it. I said it
Yeah,
loud.
you spread it
I
yourself.
was explaining.
What did he say? Was he just like, I'm not a sex offender?
I was explaining it to Mateo and Enrique in the locker room, but I also told some kids before because they were curious about it because they'd already seen what I was looking at and what I was talking about. So I had to explain, or else they would have just taken it completely out of context. So I said, something happened, the thing with Xavier that they still remembered somehow from 2 years ago. That incident caused me to be put on the sex offender potential registry. They took that out of context and probably spread that around. That was a sex offender. So I know this wasn't Xavier's intention, and this was over 2 years ago. But because of that one incident, my life is basically just restricted.
That was rough.
That is rough, dude.
Which I feel absolutely like shit.
He feels apathetic.
Dude, you should not. You should not feel bad for that. We both made mistakes in 7th grade, and we both resolved it. This was a resolved conflict. It's not a big deal.
Resolved.
But I blame this on the administration. Do you think Mr. Wilson was just butthurt that we didn't do his Google Slides thing, so he put me as a sex offender?
What Google Slides thing?
Gael, Blake, and Xavier, which Blake and Gael, except Gael, they weren't involved at all.
Mm-hmm.
Gael was.
Except for when Gael cut my butt.
You know what? Actually, they were all involved because Blake and Xavier both.
Why wasn't Gael put on the potential sex offender registry?
He was closest to my buttocks.
I specifically remember leaving that part out during the meeting. I remember me and Xavier were talking about it, and we just going to leave it out.
Yeah.
And I was scared that the case would be taken to official court. And I'm glad it was resolved.
I don't see why that would be, though.
Yeah. But I remember Xavier thought that was me who slapped his ass. I remember that.
But what did you have to do on slides?
We had to make
pretty much say why it's bad and don't do it or whatnot.
Why bullying / sexual assault is bad.
Oh.
Pretty much we put a big old picture of Bill Cosby right there.
Yep.
Well, I mean, there's probably also like legal reasons why you were put on the registry because of what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just repeat this for people who are still listening to this podcast. I am not a sex offender.
Thank you.
I'm not on the
Tim
registry.
almost raped me, it's true.
Oh, no, dude.
He's a sex offender.
I'm going on record to say this. I am not a sex offender.
He came to my house one day.
I am not.
He said we were going to play Smash.
I am not.
But I misheard him. He said we were going to Smash.
I am not on the registry. But it's still pretty bad.
Yeah.
So,
not do it.
So anything else?
He said we were going to Smash.
So anything else you guys would like to add? Because we're already an hour and 10 minutes into this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, time just flew by.
Dude, so did my battery.
Oh no.
Want to do this again? Invite me anytime. I'm.
All right.
I
get a better microphone, please.
New official member. New official member.
New official member. New official member.
Hint.
Question.
Potentially.
Question mark.
Potentially.
Question mark.
Anyways.
Who knows?
Mateo is not here as usual. Isabel was not here. Elliot was not here.
Sadly.
Michael, closing remark.
Don't sit on people.
I agree with that completely. Xavier, closing remark.
Please don't.
Be good. God is good all the time.
Don't pull a wooden knife on people.
Follow me on Instagram.
Don't pull
at Divvy. Wait.
Wait, hold on. What's your name? Hold on.
Divvy1347.
Okay.
No caps. DIVI.
All right, everyone, shout yourself out.
Follow me on Instagram.
Enrique doesn't need to, you know.
I don't really
follow
know.
Me on Instagram.
Follow.
What's your Insta? What's your Insta?
Yeah, what's your Insta?
Insta is its_Mr.Sunnyboy. You know? Yeah.
Alright. Enrique, any closing remarks? You don't have to shout yourself out, but any closing remarks?
No, not really.
All right.
Wow. No closing remarks.
No
Safe.
That's
Nothing.
about
Wash your
that's
hands.
about what I
It's
expected.
tradition. It's tradition for a closing
Wait 6 feet.
remark.
Yeah,
Careful where you sit, I guess.
Careful what you say.
I like that. Closing remark for me: don't be
Also important.
stupid. Don't throw a hanger almost at a teacher. Don't make women cry.
And don't flip someone's breakfast.
Don't flip
They
someone's
might pull a
breakfast.
knife on you.
Don't pull a wooden
That's
knife
moral
on
of the story.
anyone.
That's the
Dude,
moral of this entire
Your
podcast.
flight or
Don't
fight
do
response
bad.
kicked in at that moment.
Don't sit on people, and
People, yeah.
don't be put on the sex offender registry.
Exactly.
All right, and
All right.
and with that, that will be all for this podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. Goodbye.
So, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.
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 Bye. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Good night. Good night.